I'm gonna freak you out. Why? Because everyone likes to show off how much money they're making or made online, but most of it's all revenue and vanity metrics. But there's something ginormous that they're not telling you, and that's how much it actually costs them to achieve that result. And I'm not just talking about money here. Everything has a price, and if you want to earn an income online, the reality is you're going to need to pay for it in one way or another. And there are no shortcuts or get-rich-quick schemes either. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 big expenses you will need to pay if you want to make $100 per month, $1,000 per month, $10,000 per month, or even $100,000 per month that nobody else is telling you about. And guys, please make sure you look out for expense number 3, because this expense can either make or break you. And if you don't know how to manage this expense, then you're in for a rough ride. And I speak from personal experience on this one. And I will share with you the story of how this expense nearly wiped me out. Not financially, but physically, which is a lot worse. But first, I want to know why. Why do you want to make an income online? And I ask everyone on my email list this question because I think it's super important for you to make your claim and state to the world why you want to achieve what it is that you actually want. Because the why is super important. In fact, it's more important than the how. For me, I didn't want to be a plumber anymore, and I wanted to be able to travel, and that was my biggest mission, was to achieve that goal. And it was so damn important to me because being a plumber was just eating me up inside. So what is it for you? And having an emotional connection to this is really, really key to help you get across the line and make sure you achieve your actual goals. So please scroll down below and comment. Let me know, why do you want to earn an income online? So let's cut to the chase and talk about what it's actually going to cost you to make an income online. And I wanted to break this down with you because I've done the whole start a business from scratch. I bought multiple businesses, invested in stocks, forex, crypto, commodities, and I've had a lot of experience on what ROI you can get from these different types of investments. But nobody really talks about what it actually costs to make that money and whether it's really worth it or not. The first big expense that is going to cost you to make an income online is time, right? Now, this can be a hard one to really measure. Now, if you don't have much money to pay to earn an income online, it's going to cost you in that time to both learn how to create your online income and the time it takes to actually create that online income. So for me, when I was starting my own website businesses from scratch, it took me a lot of time to try and get those working. And chances are that 90% of all startups fail. Well, that's the actual facts, right? And I failed multiples of my startups. So it cost me a lot of time. And there's people out there that are like telling you, start your own online business. It's super simple, cheap, and easy. And you can go away and do it. But 90% of people fail. And it's really, really costly in time, especially if you don't push through to succeed. And this can be expensive, right? Like I said, I know this because I used to come home from work as a plumber and I used to spend 5 hours on the computer every single day learning how to start my online business, learning how to grow it, and learning how to make it actually successful. And that was very, very costly in time for me. But the ROI I got from that led me to where I'm at today. So was it an investment well worth it? In my opinion, yes, but only if you're the person that doesn't give up. So time can be very costly if you're spending on the wrong things, not doing the right things, and you only go half-assed at it. And let's be real, maybe you've battled with this too. Lots of people do, of trying and having that feeling of not knowing if what you're doing and all that effort you're putting in is actually going to pay off, right? If you've been in that position or you're going through that right now, let me know in the comments below because it's tough. And you're not alone here. We've got other people that are commenting and questioning and answering as well. And myself, I answer every single question in the comments. So please let me know if you're in that boat of trying and not knowing if it's actually going to work. Comment below. The next big expense is money, right? It's gonna cost you a lot of money to actually succeed and make an online income, right? And even when you are making that online income, it's gonna cost you money to maintain it and keep that growth happening. So let's stick with the startup phase. if you don't want to start an online business or you want somebody to do it for you, it's going to cost you to hire someone to help you who's already done what you want, to teach you how to go away and start that online business. Or it's going to cost you in money to pay for them to do it for you, right? Now, I buy businesses, so I'm paying for both. I'm paying for people to start that online business and to get it successful and to get it to a point where it's constantly making money month over month. Now, that cost me the amount of money that they want to sell that business for. Now, that's a very, very good expense for me because I can always earn more money, but I can't earn more time. So I'm happy to make mistakes using my money as an expense rather than my time as an expense. Now, when I first started out, and that may be you as well, I was happy to make mistakes on my own time because I had a lot more time and a lot less money. So I was able to make mistakes on my time rather than on my money. Now I'd rather make mistakes on my money, using my money rather than using my time. And when you own an online business as well, to make $100 per month or $1,000 or $10,000 per month, it costs you to maintain that business. So there's people out there that saying they're making $100,000 per month, and that's most likely revenue. What you don't know is they may be spending anywhere from $20 to $50, $60, even $70,000 in ads just to make those sales in their business. And I know this from personal experience because I own digital products, I own physical products that I sell online, and my clients do the same. And I know how much it actually costs in money to earn that income. So that's something it will cost you to earn an income online as well. The third big expense is the stress expense. Now, the stress expense I find is the most important expense because nobody talks about it. And what actually kills us is stress. Now, the more stress we put on ourselves, the faster we perish. Like I said, stress kills. And what I want to prevent in my life is the least amount of stress. Now, I've gone away and paid this stress expense over and over and over and over. And I've only learned that this is an expense and come to this conclusion myself just recently that this is a big expense that I can't afford to keep paying. So let me break down a stress expense. When I really wanted to build one of my online businesses and scale it really fast, what I did is I wanted that business to work so bad. I wanted to build it to a certain point in vanity metric of income per month or clients and also team, that what I did is I went and followed somebody else's strategy. And I bought into their strategy that I needed to hustle really hard. And I need to work big, long hours and make it work. Now, that was silly. That was really dumb of me. The reason this was stupid of me is because I overworked myself. I burnt out. And in fact, I got glandular fever, right? And from that glandular fever, I got Epstein-Barr virus, which is what glandular fever turns into. And I didn't even know I had glandular fever. I just worked through being sick. And it wasn't until a year and a half later that I found out I had Epstein-Barr virus and my body was breaking down and I needed to do something about it very fast. So I had to heal myself. Now, this is a stress expense that nobody actually tells you about. If you work too hard or you hustle too hard and you burn yourself out, this is an expense that even money and time can't fix, right? Because you need to heal. You need to be able to ensure that you can run your business and get a result in your business. And I think what a lot of people forget is that you are the asset, right? If you're running the business, you're the asset, and your business only performs as well as you perform, or is only as healthy as the health that you have within yourself. So I strongly suggest that really stay away from stressing yourself out of trying to make things happen overnight or within a short time period. What I like to tell people is to drop the stress expense and instead understand that time isn't against you. If you put yourself in the right vehicle and you just start heading towards the direction or your goal that you're going to want to achieve, you are going to get there. In time, you'll get there. Now, once we understand that time is on our side. All we need to do is wait that time until we achieve that goal. Now, if we try to stress out by trying to put a turbo or try to put, nuts and bolts and tighten things and freak out trying to get to this place quicker, then we're going to create a lot of stress. And this can end up really affecting our journey, and it can really affect us over time if we compound that. So this is an expense that nobody really tells you about, that not too many people even are conscious of, and really costs more than money and time alone. So this is an expense that I think that you should really be conscious about when it comes to you wanting to make an income online. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't try to make it happen overnight. If you put yourself in the right vehicle and you follow the right people and the right advice, time is on your side, right? Time is with you, it's not against you. And like I said earlier, the most important question you really do need to ask yourself is why? Why do you want it so bad? Why do you want to earn that income online so bad? Because if you don't want it bad enough, then none of these expenses will be worth paying. But if you do, then I speak from experience, it's worth paying those expenses in little doses, but only if you want it bad enough. So please comment below, why do you want to earn an income online? And if you'd like to skip that failure rate that 90% of startups face, instead of starting your own website business, and you want to save yourself time, that time expense and that stress expense, make sure you check out my free training on how I made my first $100,000 from buying websites. Now, if you've watched this video up until now, please smack that like button. And I'm glad you're actually liking the video. I also want to ask, please consider subscribing, because my commitment and exploration on YouTube is about to explode. I'm talking stories, polls, more amazing content, more engagement, more surprise and delight. And this is the time to subscribe. I hope you consider it, and I hope I see you on the next video.
Hey YouTube watcher, if you thought that video was good, you should check out this video here on the 2 best types of websites beginners should buy. Or check out my playlist on how I made my first 100K from buying websites and how to do due diligence. Check it out. It's an awesome playlist. You'll enjoy it.